hosted by Matt Riches. Watch the market unfold. $1 trillion tickets, turning data to gold. $1 trillion tickets, watch the market unfold. $1 trillion tickets, turning data to gold. $1 trillion tickets, watch the market unfold. Grand Rising, Joyous Awakenings. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Peace, blessings, financial freedom. Welcome to the $1 Trillion Tickers broadcast. I'm your host, Matt Riches. It is Tuesday, August 11th, 2026. Happy Tuesday! This is the pre-market briefing. Nvidia is pushing toward pre-market highs. TSM and AVGO are also near the top of their overnight ranges, and SPY remains close to record territory. Oil briefly touched $90 a barrel before reversing, but the elevated energy markets continue to raise inflation concerns. Meanwhile, the Fear and Greed Index has climbed to 65, placing it right in the middle of greed. This show is for education and entertainment purposes only. Always do your own research, but you can use this show as a foundation. Before we get into the charts, let's get into the mindset with our mantra. I deserve to be healthy. I deserve to be happy. I deserve the wealth that I am building for me and my family. Riches and freedom, they come to our hands. I am the master of all I command. My learning is limitless. My earnings are too. The more I discover, the more I can do. The stock market is a machine of design, and I have the power to make that wealth mine. I am capable, I am skilled, I am bold. Blessings on the journey as the vision unfolds. All right, let's check out some data. There are no orange or red folders on the calendar today. That gives us a quiet scheduled economic calendar, but market participants are already looking ahead to Wednesday's CPI report. CPI will provide the next major inflation update and could affect interest rate expectations, Treasury yield, and overall market volatility. Okay, so the VIX is at 15.53. It remains relatively low, especially with the fear and greed at 65. The 10-year Treasury yield note is at 4.70%. Gold remains elevated at around $4,434 an ounce. Bitcoin is around $64,000. Ethereum is under $1,900. Yesterday, Intel shares fell more than 4% after the company said it's going to sell as much as $15 billion of stock to raise capital for CapEx and artificial intelligence infrastructure. Next, let's get into Robert Greene's daily law before we get into the charts. Title: Master the Art of Insinuation. Insinuation is a supreme means of influencing people. Hence, suggestions and insinuations bypass people's natural resistance, making everything suggestive. No persuader can hope to succeed without mastering the language and art of insinuation. Slips of the tongue, apparently inadvertent comments, alluring references, and statements for which you quickly apologize can possess immense insinuating power. The key is to make these suggestions when people are relaxed or distracting. Your insinuations will barely register consciously, but they will remain in a person's mind and take on a life of their own. There is too little mystery in the world. Too many people say exactly what they feel or want. Because suggestion and ambiguity are rare, a person who uses them subtly can appear alluring and full of promise. In long-term investing, executives often communicate through insinuation. Management may hint at future products, improving demand, possible partnerships, expanding margins, or long-term opportunities without making a direct promise. Investors must separate suggestive language from measurable evidence. A compelling narrative may create excitement, but revenue, earnings, cash flow, debt, market share, and execution determine whether that narrative becomes reality. Listen to the management's hints, but verify them through the company's financial performance. In day trading, price action consistently seems to insinuate what may happen next. A wick may suggest rejection. Increasing volume may suggest institutional participation. A breakout attempt may suggest momentum. However, a suggestion is not a confirmation. Do not enter a trade simply because price hints at a move. Wait for confirmation through structure, volume, candle closures, and the reaction around your key levels. The market can suggest one direction before violently moving in another. Let price action prove its intentions before risking your capital. Stay patient, stay disciplined, execution over emotion, process over prediction. Now let's get on these charts so I can give you these levels to the upside and levels to the downside. Okay, let's start out with Nvidia, currently in the pre-market at 220.95. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low at 218.30. And then 216.77. And then we got the top of this gap here at 216.40. The midway point of the gap is 214.75. And the bottom of the gap is 213.10. If we get below that, we can go to 211. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high at 221.33, which is actually the bottom of the Smart Money Concepts resistance zone. The zone is very big, so I do have some levels inside this zone, like 224.15, 225.65. The midway point of the zone is 226.85, then 228.95, and the top of this zone is 232.30. If we can get above that, we can get back to all-time highs. Next, we got Apple. It looks like Apple is in the gap. Yes, it is. Currently in the pre-market at 308.45. To the downside support, we got 308, which is the pre-market low, then 306, 304.61, 304.40, and then 302.55. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high, which is near the midway point of the gap at 309.60. The top of the gap is 310.75. Above that, we got 311.55, 314.81, and then the bottom of another gap, which is at 316.30. Next, we got Google currently in the pre-market at 356.30. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low at 356, followed by 354.80, 353.30, 352.70, and 351.70. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high at 357.86, followed by 359.81, 362.08, 364.15. Next, we got Microsoft currently in the pre-market at 504.87. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low at 503.30, followed by 502.27, which was yesterday's low. Then we got 498.73, 493.50, 488.50, 485.70. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high 506.88, followed by 510.80, 513.75, 515.55, 518.50, and 520.45. Next, we got Amazon currently in the pre-market at 277.59. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low 276, followed by 274.95, 273.60, 271.91, and 270.95. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high 278.90, 280.15, 281.10, 282.80, and 285.90. Next, we got TSM currently in the pre-market at 422.60. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low 419, followed by 418.25, 416.85, 416, 413.10. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high 424.50, 425.90, 426.30, 428.90, 431.05. Next, we got AVGO currently in the pre-market at 424.40. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low 422.10, 420.16, 418.15, 416.55. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high 425.67, followed by 427.40, and then the bottom of this huge gap that starts at 430.85. I do have some levels inside here at 432.73, 434.10, and then 442.20. Next, we got SpaceX currently in the pre-market at 138.40. We're pushing pre-market highs right now. So to the downside, we got the pre-market low, 136.33, followed by 130.17, 127.60, and 120.10. To the upside resistance, we got 139.24, 144.90, 150.55. Next, we got Meta currently in the pre-market at 595.95. To the downside support, we got 593.46, which is the pre-market low, followed by 592.03, 588.45, and then 580.10. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high, 597.90, followed by $600.36, 604.90, and 608.21, and then 611.25. Next, we got Tesla currently in the pre-market at 331.66. To the downside support, we got 330.36, 328.20, 326.15, 322.80, 320.15. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high, 333.20, 333.75, 337.25, and then the bottom of this gap here at 342.10. Next, we got Berkshire B currently in the pre-market at 530. To the downside support, we got 529.65, which is the pre-market low. Underneath that, we got 526.42. Let me see. Did we close this gap? We did not. Underneath that, we got the bottom. We got the top of this gap here at 523. This gap goes to 522. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high of 531, and then 533.79 and 537.74. And Eli Lilly currently in the pre-market at 1,229. To the downside support, we got the pre-market low, 1,225, and then 1,211 and 1,194. To the upside resistance, we got the pre-market high, 1,232, followed by 1,242, and then the all-time high.
Chase excellence, never chase money. Why? Because money has an incredible way of finding excellence. Did you chase excellence and not money? Do you have the intellectual curiosity to learn everything you can about this incredible industry and master it? Become the smartest person in the room. Have you mastered it?
I just made this song yesterday, y'all. I think Wall Street Trapper gonna pay me for this when he hear this, y'all.
$1 trillion tickers. Presets. Salute to the big homie. Wall Street Trapper. Trapping Tuesdays. Every Tuesday live on YouTube. Showing and teaching the culture how to build wealth. Wall Street looks like us now. 2 portfolios shown every week. One buy and hold trying to beat the S&P. One only option showing what's possible. This game can change the future. Nothing's impossible. Different type mentor got receipts to prove it. Full transparency. Even when he lose it, watch them 10x 400K in 2 years. And $1 million one trade made the vision clear. Trapper got the vision. Wall Street grind. Educating the culture, elevating the mind. Options swing. Investments grow. Teaching every trapper to turn your money on go. Trapper got the vision. Ownership, the mission. Turn knowledge into wealth with disciplined decisions from the New Orleans streets. We making Wall Street melanin shine. Wall Street looks like us now. God and money is so divine. From the streets to Wall Street, turn pain into gain. New Orleans raised him, now the world knows his name. Learn how wealth moves, now we teaching the rules. Breaking down the market, giving this people the tools. Stocks and options, ownership is the plan. Teaching the culture how to make money expand. Turn struggle into knowledge, the knowledge into wealth. Now we teaching every trapper how to build for theyself. Trapper got the vision, Wall Street grind. Educating the culture, elevating the minds. Options swing, investments grow. Teaching every trapper to turn your money on go. Trapper got the vision, ownership, the mission. Turn knowledge into wealth with disciplined decisions from the New Orleans streets. We making Wall Street melanin shine. Wall Street looks like us now. God and money is sold. Money trees in sight, now the future looking bright. Black wealth building ownership is the light. Upgrading how we think, mindset stairway strong. Generational wealth, we been waiting too long. Visualize the gains, then actions create dreams. Building your portfolio, bouncing ideas off the team. Breaking down barriers forever, we invest. Trap a vision for the culture, putting this knowledge to the test. Knowledge turns into action, action turns into wealth. Ownership and discipline, gotta bet on yourself. Each one teach one, watch the lessons expand. Wall Street looks like us, now we understand. Wall Street grind, educating the culture, elevating the minds. Options swing, investments grow, teaching every trapper to turn your money on go. Trapper got the vision, ownership the mission, turn knowledge into wealth with discipline and decisions from the New Orleans streets. We making Wall Street melanin shine. Wall Street looks like us now. God and money is so divine. Salute to the big homie, Wall Street Trapper. They're teaching the culture ownership and wealth creation. For showing the wins, for showing the losses, for proving what's possible when knowledge meets execution. Trapping Tuesdays, every Tuesday live on YouTube. Tune in, keep upgrading the way the culture sees Wall Street. God and money, Wall Street, looks like us now. Matt Riches, peace.